Dave is an application to support semantic conversational search in knowledge-intensive domains, on top of large and diverse document collections. We developed the first Dave prototype in the context of two projects about improving search and information discovery on court judgments and criminal investigations. The instance that we use for this demo contains documents related to the Bologna massacre, a terroristic attack happened in the Bologna train station in 1980, which caused the death of 85 people and more than 200 injured. The collection consists of heterogeneous documents such as news articles, reports, and especially several complex and long court judgments as a result of multiple trials related to the attack. The documents used in this demo are published in the website stragi.it under an open license and are, of course, in Italian. We have started a collaboration with the association collecting and publishing this data, which has shown interest in our work to further drive the development of Dave based on user needs. While Dave implements domain-independent search and information discovery mechanism and is not specifically tied to the legal domain, we believe that the Bologna Massacre Archive provides a representative example of sophisticated and factual search and information discovery needs. In addition, working in a specific language like Italian pushed the development of techniques that must work also with languages different from English, which may be more challenging for smaller LLMs. In the demo, we will first demonstrate the semantic search layer and then the question answering module, developed as a conversational search interface, which is in an experimental phase and will be the main focus of our development plan. In the current version, the user starts with an explorative keyword search. For example, the user may search for appello to see how many documents refer to this term. The application works like a faceted search, with documents on the bottom and facets on the left. Facets are created using the document's annotations. In this version, there are two types of annotation facets. One type is based on the document metadata and the other type is based on the document entities. On the left, there are all the facets occurring in the documents found during the search. You can search inside the facets and use them to filter the results by clicking on it. This will show only the documents which have the relative entity or metadata. We can also see the chat button, which enables conversational search, which we will show later. By clicking on a document, we move to the Document Explorer mode, which helps the user to explore a document and to exploit entity annotations, and is particularly useful for long documents. As we can see, the annotations are color-coded based on their type. By clicking on an annotation, we can see the eventual links of the annotation's entity. We link the most popular entities to their knowledge-based description, in our case Wikipedia. These are the clusters found inside the document. Each cluster contains the same entity found multiple times in the document. The clusters are divided by entity type, and by clicking a cluster entity mention, it jumps to the actual entity mention inside the document. The Document Explorer can also handle different annotation sets, which can express a different view of the document. Also, observe that the application is natively developed to work with sensitive data, supporting anonymization of person entities. Finally, you can ask questions to an LLM which responds using the most relevant documents for the question. We can also set parameters used during the answer generation, like temperature, the prompt provided to the model, and other parameters. For example, let's ask what happened in the Bologna massacre. Of course, we ask this question in Italian. At the moment, this search is powered by a naive RAG architecture, whose parameters have been optimized with an in-domain gold standard. It uses vector-based search for the retrieval and a Cerbero 8B as the generative model. It is also hosted locally so as to avoid API calls on sensitive data. As we can see, the user can check the specific paragraphs used to generate the response and also open them in the Document Explorer. The conversational search module is in an experimental stage and under development. To improve search, we plan the following improvements. We want to allow a user to tie the results to the documents selected through the semantic search or to specific document inspected with the Document Explorer. Answering questions on a document collection and a single document reflects different user needs and may require different prompts and different question answering strategies. We also want to exploit the annotations to improve indexing, the quality of retrieval results, and the quality of the answers. Finally, we want to provide explicit support for argumentative style answers, where the answers link to specific evidence supporting one answer, also accommodating with different replies reflecting different perspectives. For example, the model should cite that, for example, according to the judgments of first degree, person X was found guilty, while according to the judgment of second degree, he was considered innocent.